these trips for me are like gold dust now. They're super, super important.
I woke up thinking, I'm nervous about this one.
It's 7:15 and I've just ridden through the night on what's probably been one of the worst nights of my life.
It's a route that goes from here in Manchester to Glasgow. It's 660 kilometres or something like that in 72 hours.
Steve found the route, I didn't really know of it. Steve Bate, that is. The ginger one who's older than me.
The exciting thing for this trip is John's never done anything like this before, so kind of really excited to bring him into this environment to see how he copes. John's a hard bastard. He can suffer with the best of them. You know, he can ride a bike. He's very skilled and talented, if you like using that word.
Yeah, Steve's an idiot. No, Steve's a bit of a natural adventurer. He's also on the British cycling team. He is visually impaired, funny dude, full of tattoos, lots of medals. He's got a couple of world titles like me, and he's also got a couple of Paralympic gold medals, an MBE and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, I've got 2 gold medals, woo, and a world record. I was 35, you know, and to try and become a professional cyclist at 35, you know, like people laugh at that sort of thing. My eye condition is called retinitis pigmentosa. My eyes are slowly kind of closing in from the outside inwards. Everything I see is very narrow, but what I can see is still really good at the moment. But that's a degenerative condition, so I'm going to go blind at some point.
Back in 2012, I badly broke my leg. I did a jump on my mountain bike, which I didn't quite land the jump. My left leg snapped in half, so I flamingoed my leg, and it left me with all sorts of sort of damage to my leg, which gave me foot drop. If it comes to walking down any steep sections, any rocky steep sections, that could be quite sketchy. Steve will have the same kind of thing when it comes to the dark.
Oh yeah, the dark will be shit for me. Like, I'm pretty much blind in the dark. So if I lose lighting, then mate, we're literally crawling. Like, you know, it's just, we literally, if I run out of lighting, we may as well just stop and sleep.
5 o'clock on the watch. This weirdo's turned up. This is Bender. He's one of the squad guys, and freakishly he's got up to come riding with us because he's an idiot.
It sounded like a good idea at the time.
So wet feet in the first 2 hours, and they're going to be wet for the next 2 days.
I'm going to get to Accrington and get the train back.
The beauty of this is anyone can go and do it however they want to do it. That's the joy of bike packing.
That sums this up. So this is where we've come from. This is what it's like. And John is where we're going. Happy days. So we've got 30k this, we think. It could be worse. Yeah, baby! How's that, pal?
Ridiculous. Yeah, great, yeah. Let's get out of it.
Even if you take the disability thing out of the equation, like an elite bike rider, you know, we're not only interested in just riding on the road. You know, there's a whole world of stuff that we like doing, and for me, bike packing and journeying's like, that's the holy grail of riding. We hit rock bottom. So like, what happens now? Who are you?
I am a person who likes to be warm. I've learned it, haven't I? I've gone and bloody learned, haven't I? So we slept in a bus shelter. I don't think he was best impressed with the accommodation.
Last night's accommodation, crikey. I think we're about 138 miles in, and I said to Steve, right, you know, it's midnight, we start off at 4 in the morning, you know, time to call it a day. But literally we were just riding along in the rain in the middle of nowhere, and Steve went, that'll do.
We've pitched up for the night in this little shelter, like a bus stop type thing. It's not the most pleasant.
Inside there was just bird muck everywhere, there was a slug in the corner and lots of spiders, but there was a bench. So I slept on the bench and Steve slept on the floor with a slug. So the riding today sort of consisted of waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, chucked our wet kit back on. So that was a bit of a wake up. We had to hike up a mountain. It's one of these hills that every time you got over what you thought was the top, it just carried on. And the further we went on, the wetter it got. So it was like just walking through bog and just getting wet through. So that was really hard. It was really hard, actually. Then it came out to a lovely trail and we started to get some good momentum.
Don't do it, it's not worth it, mate.
Turns out we're just riding into Gildea Forest, and I could hear a rubbing noise.
So I was riding down the hill and we heard and what's happened is that spoke snapped and that spoke snapped and my frame's hitting my wheel. I've had to undo the spokes on this side to get my wheel so that it just about goes round.
And that's when he realised that we're in quite a serious situation.
I would say I'm gutted. I'm more on a mission to make sure that we don't end up exposed rather than anything else, because you know, we don't need to be walking whatever 15, 20k in the dark, ideally. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of a mechanical. It's ironic that today's the day where I was doing all right. I was pressing on. I was doing all right. It's more disappointing from that point of view, really. So Steve's ploughed on his own. You know, he's riding around in the dark, in the middle of nowhere on his own, more than comfortable.
Like, he was absolutely gutted. And so was I, you know, but the amazing thing about that was, he's like, mate, you just crack on. Here, take all my food, take the rest of my water, just go. You know, so pretty selfless, isn't it? So I just rode off.
I am riding solo into the night, which I didn't think I was going to be doing on this trip. So exciting, nerve-wracking, but I've got a route and might as well just keep riding till my legs fall off. So it's now 2 AM in the morning and I've been on the go since 5. I'm piss wet through. If I stop for too long I get really cold. I'm fully committed now because I've got all of my clothes on. Aloha. I'm bollocksed. Freezing. But the good thing is, there's only a couple of hours to go now till the sun comes up, and then it is a brand new day. It's just so cold, so freezing cold. It's just stopped raining, which is nice. The first time it stopped all night. I think I need to stop. I'm falling asleep on the bike. Let's just drift off here. So I have just got my second wind. 100k to go, 110k, something like that. Next stop, some hot food.
I've got through it, but that was a night from hell.
I got no grief, I got no blood on my hands. So the joke said.
I got what I came for, I think. You know, like I wanted a massive adventure and it to be epic and you know, really push me.
You finished?
I'm sat in the velodrome. Yeah, mate, I'm sat in the velodrome. I think it was 36 hours, I think.
You're an absolute animal, mate. I can't believe that.
Jon Gildea, everyone. What a ledge. I think if I had to choose one highlight with this, seeing someone who was, you know, like an outsider coming into this world and seeing they can find their place in this world of bikepacking. And just thinking like, yeah, I get this. I know why you do this now. You know, I don't think you're an idiot. Having that diagnosis is kind of was the missing piece of the puzzle that I needed. If I can't see, I can't do all of this stuff. So let's get busy. And it's the far better way to live your life. So the journey we've done here is just over 600 kilometers. I've just done it in 2 days and 10 hours. I guarantee there's people that can do it faster than that, but I'd like to see them try.